Hiya, so everybody, I'm taking you up to a fairy ring today. This is sometimes used for horses. I'm not going to film those people because they're having a private lesson, but up this track we're now in Richmond Park, and this is a dust track, a kind of a golden dust track, and oh my god, and it takes you, here's hoping there's no Rottweilers that come out of nowhere. Unfortunately, sometimes people that own dogs are a little bit like, they get really cross if you're scared of their Rottweiler or Alsatian or Pit Bull. I'm even scared of poodles, so I'm just hoping one doesn't come out of nowhere to accost me. So here we are. This is Richmond Park, and there's a fairy ring. So that grew up all of its own. The only other fairy ring I've seen is one in Ensley House in Devon. So it's right in the midst of Richmond Park. You see there's horse riders there in the distance, and it's really thick foliage here. That's gorgeous. So sun drenched today. And then we have a fairy ring. So it's when trees have grown up in a ring, and nature has done that, and they call it a fairy ring. And actually, gosh, look at that thick nature over there. If you can just see that's so thick, so green, and to just go there is just gorgeous, because you just soak up all the green. As people don't actually walk out this far, so even though it's a path, it's mainly for horses. And so if you come along it, you get the great energy from either side, especially of a hot day. It's absolutely amazing. So it's just horses, there's horse poo. So I go up here, but people do sometimes walk their dogs off the leash because they think there's nobody around, and sometimes you'll get I'm just hoping, oh god, someone coming over the horizon. So if there is, I might have to turn back. Because I just don't want to get mauled. So there's a really gorgeous old oak. So check behind me, do a radar search for the dogs. And here we are, we're coming closer to the fairy tree. It's a fairy ring, there's so much power in a fairy ring. So if you're going to do any spell work or anything like that, it's a good idea to come here. It's a good idea to come here late at night. I've come here late at night bat watching. There's bats here, but I've come with other people, not alone. It's quite a spooky place, Richmond Park, after dark. It's really spooky, and I don't know what it is that's spooky about it. I mean, there's been some suicides here, and it's a very old park. It's where Henry VIII came to get where Anne Boleyn, she was going to be beheaded, and he came here and waited, and he looked over to the turret of St. Paul's, which you can see from a certain point here, waiting to see if she was going to be beheaded so he could marry the next lady. And black smoke was supposed to appear from the top of St. Paul's, which it did, and then he went back on horseback. So it's quite it's got an evil little history to it, actually. But it's so lush, and this is a place where people don't really walk, so horses come along here. And if you can see in there's the fairy ring. You see it from the outside, so we're just going to go up close. We're going to go up close before any dogs come. I prefer coming with friends, because if you come with friends, then you know you don't tend to get stroppy people with their dog bounding towards you, and they get cross if you're angry. You know, there you are shitting bricks, and they're like, "You're not scared of my dog, are you? You're not scared of him because he's my lovely Ben," or whatever. And you're like absolutely peeing yourself. So here we are in the fairy ring. It's really gorgeous for meditation. Here it is, see? And we go to the centre, the very centre of the fairy ring. And look, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous to have a little magic ritual if you want. You see See how they're in a perfect circle. Now the Druids would have used this for ceremonies, and mostly people come here stripped naked and light candles and pray to the gods. That's beautiful, see? It's absolutely gorgeous. And the energy here, the energy is superb. Anything you want to do, any kind of thing, but mostly light a fire, watch the bat. Oh God, I fell down a hole. Don't fall down the holes. Look for the bats if you come at night. If not, look, the sun, there's the sun, it's beautiful. And just pray, you know. You can read some of the Psalms, you can call on Yahweh, you can read, Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, he makes me down to... Oh God, I can't remember the rest. And I meant to bring my Bible, but I was talking to somebody up in the car park and I forgot. So it's been a gorgeous place to pray. And we're going to come out now and I'll actually just pray in the car or go and get my Bible and bring it back and pray. I'm just wary about dogs coming. So that is the most beautiful magic fairy ring, and surrounded by just completely lush countryside. It's absolutely beautiful. The only other one I know of is Ensley and Ensley House, and they've got a whole valley which is just totally stunning near Ensley House. I totally love, and it's owned by Alexandra Polly, the woman that does the hotel things, making hotels look pretty. And I stayed at Ensley one time and gosh, it's just gorgeous. It is amazing. They've got a croquet lawn and they've got a shell house and it's all very esoteric, and they have a deep valley and they have a fairy ring. So this is the one in Richmond Park. It's just totally beautiful, but better at night, but during the day to pray. So that's my little lecture on a really special place. I hope everyone's enjoyed it that isn't.